All right, welcome back. This is Fred Carama, and what I wanted to talk a little bit about today was, first of all, thank you for everyone who watched the workshop. We got some wonderful response and some wonderful comments. There were a couple of questions that came up quite regularly, so I wanted to address them. The first one is the concept of feeling. Okay, I want it to be very understood. I want a lot of feeling when I hear music. I want to be moved. I want to cry. I want to laugh. I want to be surprised. I want to be taken away. So it becomes the performer's job to give me as much information, as much honesty, as much conviction, as much discipline, all sorts of things to convey and to express the music. And this is where I feel there's a little bit of a gap. Watching somebody else feel doesn't exactly move me, okay? I know that that's a complicated, people take acting for years until they actually figure out what is feeling and keeping things inside and what is expressing and moving people outside. So a lot of what needs to happen is really the homework that a singer or any musician needs to do. Folks, you must know your music inside out, okay? In singing, you must know your words, you must know your language, you must know your character, you must know what happens in the opera, when it happens. The amount of information that needs to be covered is tremendous, okay? To actually be allowed and be able to connect into real words from the heart, all right, is really essential. You know, when I hear people and the language is sort of fuzzy and it's sort of just your typical diction class language, it doesn't connect. I just hear noise. I just hear sounds. All right? That's not going to move me. I need you folks to, me too, everyone, we need to know our languages. We need to know every meaning of every word so that it can actually transmit and connect to somebody. And this is where vocal technique comes along. The purpose, ultimate bottom line of what is technique. Technique is to ease the ability to convey. All right? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get things out of the way so that there is absolutely no obstruction between what you're thinking, okay, and what I'm feeling, all right? But for you to think and convey, you really have to have felt the music. You have had to dig so deeply into the music to find its joy, to find its sorrow, to find whatever is in the music. Okay, that's your time to cry and laugh and smile and enjoy. When you're performing, it's time to deliver. So now all of a sudden, you've got to get things out of the way. So a lot of this technique, again, is about melting the obstructions that would actually get in the way of your performance, of you conveying emotion, of you expressing emotion. All right? If you're holding your voice, all right, whether you're depressing your larynx or widening your pharynx or raising your palate, now everything's going to come through this veil, all right? And that is just not interesting. What actually hits our souls, touches our hearts, is your willingness to be vulnerable, to be completely exposed so that we see and we hear what you are trying to convey. So now, just attaching it very quickly to technique. And yes, of course, I want that larynx to be low. I want a rich, dark, beautiful, gorgeous sound, but I don't want a fake sound. If you do it internally, it's fake. Okay, so what are we doing technically? We're moving everything externally. I'm opening my sinuses, I'm lifting my neck, I'm widening my neck, I'm dropping my chest, I'm releasing my abs, I'm connecting to the floor so that I absolutely am out of the way so that inside the larynx can drop, the palate can go up and down, the pharynx can widen, okay, the breath can flow. So all of these things are, oh my gosh, what's the word? Are reactions to me getting out of the way. All right, so I don't do it. I move other things out of the way so that these functions can occur. All right, so I hope that clarifies some of the items. I hope that clarifies some of the questions. And we'll see you soon. All best.